guys, let's get down to the field. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. They'll try the run. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle.
And that play shows it's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country.
Some of us was up. Some of us was up. Yeah. Want you to celebrate me like I'm dead already, like this crown upon my head is heavy. Put my picture in the dictionary.
At you from all angles, so I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
Rumbles ahead for a pickup of 5 to the 29.
Man, it's easy to call plays when you're getting 5 or 6 yards of pop on the ground. Like, why would I get complicated? Why would I get complex? Like, up front right now, this group just win, fall forward, get that.
Oh, he's got some space. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down. And the Cougars come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Hand off from the shotgun. Oh, better look out! And how about the efficiency on that one? It'll bring up 2nd and 4.
Man, it's nice when you can depend on your big boys up front to make a lane, and you get 5 or 6 yards. You get 5 or 6 yards of pop. You move the ball down the field easily, and more importantly, can get this defense to be more aggressive, to bring DBs close to the line of scrimmage, and then that might open up some big plays down the field.
This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they...
Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33. Washington State sends out the punt unit. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. Wants to bring it back. He gets a block. Washington State has it back, and they'll send the offense onto the field. That opening script from the offensive coordinator didn't lead to a score as they punted on their first possession. Now they have it back. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Robinson will throw. Quarterback now on the run, still looking. Across the 30, out of bounds at the 31-yard line, and they kick-started this drive with that one.
1st and 10, the whole menu open. You can run the football, you can do whatever you want. You can tell they call a pass. He does a really good job in the pocket, just being a great athlete. Scramble outside, go get another first down, 1st and 10 again.
Just going to keep it after the snap. Mace is stopped in the backfield. He'll lose 4. The Cougars have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Wants to go up top. Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
And these coaches have these play sheets over there on the sidelines, and there's so many calls they want to call. They want to make explosive plays, but you got to protect your QB, and he's already been sacked. Now he's hit again. Like, they've got to protect him up front.
Turning it on. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a first down.
Well, after that last play, you can see how electrifying this guy is and how special he is after he makes the catch. If I'm on offense, I'm trying to find a lot of ways to get him touches in this game.
Looking to throw on first down. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Hauls it in. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line.
And I love when my quarterback sees zone and knows exactly where to go with the football. Sees the wide receiver running the drag route, knows when to throw it, pulls the trigger for the easy completion.
Stopped at the 13-yard line as the drive continues.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
They'll try to drive ahead on 3rd and short. They make the stop, but not before he sets them up with a 1st and goal from the 10. The Cougars pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Wants to adjust the pattern. Robinson looking to pass. He's got it on the move. Touchdown! He wants to start this drive with a pass. Quickly out to the tight end. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Going deep. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a 3rd down. Trying to pick up a 1st down. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. He's got the back in the middle. That'll be enough for a fresh. So you think quarterbacks are all about glory. How about taking that shot and getting rid of it just in time?
He did a great job hanging in there, being tough, and more importantly, I think, as a quarterback, surveying the field, looking downfield, nothing open, making the right decision.
Rolling right and going deep. And the ball is caught. He's inside the 35.
And that is such an accurate throw. It's one thing to do it from the pocket when you have your feet set underneath you, but when you can get outside, off schedule, on the move, and throw a dart like that, that is just big time, and the offense gets a huge explosive play.
Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the 1st down, and they'll have it 1st and goal at the 6. And the Cougars, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. Entertaining 1st quarter, and we are all locked up after one as we take a quick look at some stats. They'd love to start this quarter off with a touchdown right here. They just keep firing. Quarterback on the move, still. Throw to the end zone, picked off. He'll be stopped, but not.
What the fuck?
One of the danger spots in any college football season. Robinson will throw. Quarterback strolling away from Heat. Taking a shot on the first play. And they won't make the connection going for the big play. This crowd bringing the energy and noise early.
And you've seen this formula work at all levels of football. You pressure the quarterback, his numbers start to drop. He's not as efficient. Nice job by the defense.
Love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
He's going to look for a man on 3rd and short. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. So the last thing you want to do is start the game, first drive, go 3 and out. They won't do that here. They might go 4, but they'll try to convert. Looking downfield on 1st down. Takes a hit as he fires. Snags it over the middle. Makes the grab and not quite enough for the 1st down, but a good gain on that play. The Cougars can really attack on this 2nd and short. To the 43-yard line and a 1st down for this offense.
These RPO runs, they're like body blows. I like them because it just sort of chips away at a defense. You'll take these kind of games all game long. You keep running the football this way, you're going to keep moving the sticks. You're going to keep driving this defense back, so keep at it with the RPO game.
I love quarterbacks that are decisive and that put the mustard on the passes. When you need to put the ball on a line in a hurry with some extra hot sauce, you have to do it. Good job by the quarterback understanding zone and hitting that curve.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
Man, it's easy to play defense when you can do this. When you can get to the quarterback quick and make him make a decision quick, it makes it easier for the secondary, for the linebackers, for everybody on the field.
Robinson looking to pass. Makes the grab. That'll be enough for the 1st down as they stop him at the 43-yard line.
When you get man-to-man coverage and you're running that curl, I got to sell him deep. I got to get a little bit of space where I can make him think I'm running deep, and then I sit down real quick. QB, wide receiver on the same page. 1st down.
He didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that thing fell out.
Here's a quick throw out to the left.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
The noise reverberating off the checkerboards and Neyland on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. He'll loft one deep down the left side.
Come on.
That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
And I think on that last play, that's an example of the quarterback trying to predetermine who he wants to throw to. And instead of letting the defense dictate who gets the ball, man coverage, that guy was not open that time out on the perimeter of the field. Still, he